Dear viewers, welcome back to my channel. In this video, a problem is solved on preparation of hire purchase accounts in the books of hire purchaser. Kindly watch the video till the end, like it and share. If you have any comments about the video, please put your comments in the comment box. The question is, on 1/1/2008, Delhi Taxis Services Company purchased 2 motor taxis on hire purchase system. Payments were to be made as follows. On signing of the agreement, rupees 10,000. At the end of the first year, rupees 13,000. At the end of the second year, rupees 12,000. At the end of the third year, rupees 11,000. Nothing more was payable. Interest was reckoned at 10% per annum. Depreciation had to be turned off at 20% per annum on the diminishing balance. Determine the cash price of taxis and prepare taxis account and vendors account in the books of Delhi Taxis Services Company. Now, let's move to the whiteboard. In this problem, we have not provided the cash price of the asset. The agreement is signed on 1/2008 by Delhi Taxis Services Company Limited, who is a hire purchaser here. The name of the vendor is not given. The rate of interest is given as 10% and the rate of depreciation is given as 20%. So, first we should ascertain the cash price of the asset. So, let's find out here. So, ascertainment of cash price of taxis. So date here, so date column, then installment, so there are 3 installments here, plus down payments are totally 4. So interest at the rate of 10% per annum. Then CP, that is a cash price. Then here it is depreciation. So as we are not provided the cash price here, so we should follow the backward method of calculation here. So the last installment it is due on, so agreement is signed on 8. So first installment 8, 9, 10 here. So 31st 12, 10. So the installment here is 11,000. So 11,000 into 10 divided by 110. So why? Because the installment includes interest here. So if we are assuming interest as 10 rupees and the principal as 100 rupees, 110 will be the installment. So it is 1,000. So it is 10,000 here. Then the second installment is due on 31st 12 2009. The installment amount is given as rupees 12,000. So now 12,000 plus 10,000. So the total will be here 22,000 into 10 divided by 110. So which comes to 2,000 here. So 2,000. 12 minus 2,000 comes to 10,000 here. Then the first installment is due on 31st 12 2008. The installment is given as rupees 13,000. So 13,000. So this 13,000 plus 10,000 plus 10,000, that comes to 33,000. So 33,000 into 10 divided by 110, that comes to rupees 3,000. So when you subtract this 3,000 from 30,000, you are going to get rupees 10,000 only here. Then the down payment is paid on 1/1/2008, so 10,000 here. No interest is payable, so 10,000. So now let us take the total here. So here are triple zeros here. 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 1 6, 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4. So 46,000 here. This is 6,000 and this is where it's a 40,000. So here also you can check it out. 46,000 minus 6,000, you will get 40,000 only. So now we should calculate depreciation here. So now we have got CP rupees of 40,000. So the rate of depreciation is at the rate of it is 20%, which is given in the problem on diminishing balance method. So 40,000 rupees. So first year 20% of rupees of 40,000, which comes to rupees 8,000 here. So when you subtract here, so 32,000. Then second year again 20% of 32,000, so which comes to rupees 6,400. So when you subtract here 600, carry 1, 12 minus 7, 5, carry 1, so 25,600. Again third year, so 20% off 25,600. So 5 here, 5 ones are 5, 10, so 5 twos are. So the difference here is 10 minus 2, 8, carry 1, 6 minus 2, 4. So 20,480 rupees is the outstanding balance of the asset at the end of the fourth year. So now we have to prepare the accounts here. Just takes 2 minutes to rub this here. So we are supposed to prepare the asset account, that is a taxes account and vendors account in the books of hire purchaser. So the hire purchaser here is Delhi Taxis Services Limited. So now let's go for preparing in the books of Delhi Taxi Services. So we need to prepare a taxis account here. So taxis account. So this is debit, that is credit. So date here, then particulars here, then this is JF, that is a journal folio, then amount column here, amount column, then here is a date again, then particulars, then again JF column, so this is rupees. So on 1/1/2008, when the down payment is due for payment here, then the entry will be taxes account debit to vendors account. So to vendors account 10,000. So the first installment is due on 31/12/2008. Then the journal entry will be taxes account debit, interest account debit, or to vendors account. So to vendors, we should take only the principal part here. So which we have calculated as 10,000 here. So now we should do the balancing here. 20,000 on 31/12/2008. When the depreciation is allowed, then it will be depreciation account debit to taxes account. So taxes account is credited by depreciation. So by depreciation it is 8,000. So on the same day let's balance here. So by balance carry down. So when the balance carried down here, so 20,000 here. So the difference here is 12,000. So this balance is brought down on 1/1/2009. Then the entry will be to balance brought down. So the balance brought down here is 12,000. Then on 31/12/2009, when the second installment is due for payment, then the entry will be taxes account debit, interest account debit, or to vendors account. So to vendors account, so we should take only principal part, so 10,000. So when you take the total here, it will be 22,000. At the end of the second year, that is on 31/12/2009, when the depreciation is allowed, then the entry will be depreciation account debit to taxes account. So taxes account is credited by depreciation. So this depreciation is 6,400. So on the same day we should balance here. So by balance carry down. So when you do the balancing here again, we should take the total 22,000. So the difference here is 600. Carry 1 7 7 plus 5 12 carry 1, so 15,600. So the same thing is brought down on 1/1/10 here. So two balance brought down. So when the balance is brought down 15,600 here. So the last installment it is due on 31/12/2010. Then the entry will be taxes account debit, interest account debit, or to vendors account. So to vendors account. So again this is 10,000 here. So we will take up the different total sum of this year 25,600. So on 31/12/2010, when the depreciation is allowed in the last year, so the depreciation account will be taxes account. So taxes account is credited by depreciation. So we have calculated already in the higher percentage chart. So that is 5,120. So now let's do the balancing here. So by balance carry down. So take the sum of this here. Same here 25,600. So the difference here is 8 plus 2 10, carry 1 1 plus 1 2 2 plus 4 6 0 here. So 20,480, which we have gotten in the higher percentage chart also. So on 1/1/11 this should be brought down here. That's all. So to balance brought down 20,480 rupees. So this is how we should prepare the asset account. So the next thing, we should prepare a vendor's account here. So vendor's account is nothing but a personal account here. So that is also very easy here. So if you remember the journal entry, then you don't find any difficulty here in preparing the accounts here. So the next one, we should prepare a vendor's account here. Vendor's account, right? So when the down payment is due on 1/1/2008, then the entry will be taxes account debit to vendor's account. So vendor's account is credited by taxes account. Taxes account 10,000. When this is paid on the same day, that is on 1/1/8 here, then the entry will be vendor's account debit to bank account. So to bank account it is 10,000. So the first installment it is due on 31st of 2008, then the entry will be taxes account debit, interest account debit to vendor's account. So by taxes account we should write the principal part here, that is 10,000. On the same day interest, so here it is 3,000 interest for the first year. So when the first installment is paid on 31st of 12/2008, then the entry will be vendor's account debit to bank account. So this is the first installment which is paid by the purchaser here, so that is 13,000. So when you take up the sum of this here, 23,000. So the second installment is due on 31st/12/2009. Then the entry will be taxes account debit, interest account debit to vendors. So vendors account is credited by taxes account. So the taxes account, it is principal sum of rupees 10,000. Then by interest. By interest is second year, it is only 2,000 because we have already calculated here. So 2,000. Then the second installment is paid on 31st/12/2009. Then the entry will be vendor's account debit to bank account. So to bank account 12,000. So 12,000. Then the last installment is due on 31st/12/2010. Then the entry will be taxes account debit, interest account debit to vendor's account. So vendor's account is credited by taxes with the principal amount of rupees 10,000. And in the last year the interest hit is 1,000 only. So by interest 1,000 here. So the sum here it will be 11,000. So when the final payment is made on 31st/12/2010, then enter to vendor's account debit to bank account. So this is also 11,000. So 11,000. So this is how vendor's account is prepared. So one thing you should notice that here the interest should go on reducing whenever the installment is paid here. Thank you.